What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla. Today I have a review of the Hasbro Retro Dino Megazord and the Thunder Megazord and NinjaCon from Ninja Storm and the Galaxy Megazord from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. That's right, we have a quadruple review. I'm surprised I'm doing a quadruple review, but we're doing it. 4 Megazords for the price of one. Well, in review. But they're not that expensive anyway. They're like $15.97, Walmart exclusives, boo! But, I gotta say, these came quicker than any other Walmart exclusive I've ever ordered, pre-ordered, you know? So, what we got here is some really nice packaging art on the outside. Now, Megazord on the side. Just a shot of the product here. Retro style figure, meaning limited articulation, but I think it's a nice size. Then you got some write-up over here, and on the bottom, you could rip this box apart to get this out, like kind of like Gashapon style. I don't think I'm gonna do that because you could just cut the tape up here. So let's keep that intact and not do that. But really nice art on the Dino Megazord. Is the NinjaCon one, and yes, this is a repaint of the previous Ninjor. So this one's a little different. This one's got a flip head. It's a little bit different than the other one. Still, it's still retro-ish. And here's the Thunder Megazord with some really nice art. Beautiful looking. So I'm excited about that one. And then we got the Galaxy Megazord, which is pretty cool. Dig that. I actually don't have a Galaxy Megazord in my collection at all. So this one, I think, is it this one? One of these have like a rip in, well, this one's a little bit messed up there, but one of them had like a straight up like rip in the, oh, here it is. NinjaCon did in the cardboard there. See that? Anywho, the outsides are really cool. On the inside, the figures are in like a video cassette style like box within a box. So without any further ado, let's open these up and get to the review. So before we get into the figures themselves, I did want to show you within the boxes. Once you open it, there's another little sleeve, and these things all come in with like paper, wrapped in paper. So that's how they're doing it now. However, you do get these cool looking VHS type boxes. So, it gives you something to keep a reason to keep the boxes. See over here it says NinjaCon Volume 1, Volume 2. Little drawing there, kind of like you would when you were young and a kid and you're taping all your stuff. Now, they also made the boxes so, like, you can open them like Gashapon. If you wanted to do that. But, I don't know. I did not want to do that, because then why would you... why would you want to break the box and, when they have something else inside? Dino Megazord. Cute little drawings. Alright, I don't know. I think they're cute. Worth looking at for a second. They went to the effort. Thunder Megazord. I wonder who drew these. Like, I really want to know. And the Galaxy Megazord. So there you go. Kind of fun little inserts. So here they are all out of their packages. And the first thing we're going to talk about is they all come with a sword accessory. The Dino Megazord has his power sword. It's a little bent. Sculpt is okay. It's soft. It's just done in a gray plastic. But it fits in his hand fine. It doesn't look, bad when it's in his hand. The Thunder Megazord also comes with his sword. I mean, they all come with swords. I don't have to say that again. Very nice. Actually, really nice sculpt on the hilt. I like it a lot. Also just done in gray plastic, but there's a little bit more of a shine to this particular one, which is cool. And Red Ninja here has not only the sword, oh, I'm sorry. He has a black scabbard that goes on the side. That has some nice detail, which is cool, and the sword can go in there. Before we move on, apologies. See, beautiful, beautiful, I like it. So, scabbard as well, got some really nice gold at the end, which is cool. And his sword comes out, and it's also done in gray. And you know, you can put that one on the back. Ooh, ratchet. It's the only ratchet you get, but that looks pretty good. And this Megazord here, this dude has 2 weapons. This one has 2 separate colors here, which is fantastic. The most attention I think is paid to this particular guy. If I could get it out of his hand, it'd be great. You want to work with me here? So this one is done in silver and gold, which looks really good. Silver, gold, and details are actually really, really nice. So I like that a lot. But he also has this piece back here, which is cool. The bird thing. Green plastic, but then some really nice silver paint. That looks pretty fantastic. You know, this is just for its back, but yeah, it's really, really well done. So I like that a lot. It actually adds to this guy. So let's start here then, shall we? Because this is really, really nice. Again, this adds some nice color to his back, which is black over here, which is nicely sculpted. But this is way better on him. So that is very, very cool. The rest, you know, very simple, blocky, but it works. Same thing on his hands here, on his arms. So from the back, and then you see these guys over there. Check that out. I like the, this is painted yellow on top of the gray, but it makes the gray look a little more silvery, which is pretty cool. Sculpt is fine. Sculpt is fine on both sides here. The animal heads look pretty good. The Zords there. Got some pink there and white, which is all painted. Which is, you know, I mean, is it perfect? No. But is it good and appreciated? Absolutely. Look at this over here. You got paint, the silver paint, and then this line here, which is awesome. There's actually a lot of work done on this, which is pretty cool. So I like both arms. The middle of the chest is fantastic. Look at this gold paint here, right? And then you got the silver and red there, and the white and red there. And that's all paint, which is tremendous. Down here, you got the monkey head here. Is it a monkey head? I can't remember. With some nice silver paint, gold eye, silver and gold again. And then you got the blue, and then you got the gold on the sides there, which looks really cool. And then blue and gold over here. All sculpted pretty well, I have to say. Love the blockiness, you know. I mean, that's the whole point, is like this retro style. And I love it. So you got silver paint here and really nice sculpt on the legs. Silver paint down here. And it just all looks pretty good, I gotta say. I really do dig it. I think it's well done. And then, of course, the head sculpt, I think is phenomenal. Look at the face. I think that's great. Silver, metallic blue eyes, the yellow around that. It's all done pretty well. Around here, the blue eyes. You got gold paint up here. These are painted yellow. I mean, how good is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think for a $15 figure, that is pretty tremendous. So I absolutely love this guy. I think it turned out to be great. This is an absolutely fantastic Megazord. And as far as articulation for this guy, head is on a swivel, nothing in the body. The arms move like so. And then the wrists move. The legs do have a little bit of movement. Not too much. And that's about it. So, you know, it's not a ton of articulation, but it's a retro thing. Next up, we got NinjaCon here, which is a redo of Ninja. That's why I called it Red Ninja. So we've got this figure before. As far as articulation goes, the head does not move, but you know, obviously there's something going on there. You have really awesome ratcheted shoulders. You have swivel wrists, and then nothing. Oh, you got swivels at the bottom of the feet. So that's pretty cool. I do like that. I love the ratchets, man. I wish all of these had ratchets. That would have been amazing. You know, if they would have done them all in this type of style, I think it would have been, like, as far as ratchets go, I think it would have been really, really cool. Because this guy kind of stands out as something different. But we've had him before. You got nice arms here. The gold paint accents are really good on top of the red. I really like them. In the middle here, you got some silver, red, and black, which all looks pretty good, really good sculpt there. The belt is done pretty well in gold and a little black, and the rest is just red paint. I mean, red plastic, which actually looks pretty good, very clean. Here's what the back looks like. These all continue there. You got some screws. And then the head sculpt, I think, is pretty decent, you know? Red and, you know, base, and then you got the black visor, silver mouth, and gold up here, which all looks pretty good. But of course, this guy has a additional gimmick because not part of this line originally. So you could flip these up. You could pull down his pants like so. And then, of course, he's a flip head guy. So you kind of move this, and then he is a new version, a more Megazordy version. So it looks pretty good. You reveal some gold, gray plastic, which is kind of mimicking some silver, some gray plastic here. And then in the middle here, you got a brand new symbol done in gold on top of the black, which looks pretty good. And his Megazord head is very nice. Again, silver and gold in there, looks really nice. And the red eyes, I like it a lot. So this guy is pretty cool in both modes. It's, you know, flip top head, but done well. I really liked the initial version of this. I don't think I have it handy. It's probably in a box somewhere stored away for a comparison later, but this guy is fantastic in these colors. Next, we have the Dino Megazord, and, you know, this guy and the other two Megazords, you know, all made for this line, this retro line, and, you know, so they all basically do the same with the head swivel and the arms that go up and to the side, and wrist swivels, and then the legs have a little bit of movement in them. This one probably even less. But, you know, he is the Megazord, as we like to call him here, the original. And proportions are done well. He looks like the old school toys, and basically what you kind of see on screen, this big blocky fellow. And I like it. I think it's pretty decent, though, you know, paint is a little messy. There's a little bit of a scuff mark there. I don't know if completely the paint is messy, but there's a scuff mark there, and there's a big seam here, which on the back is worse, but that's because if you guys saw my unboxing during the live stream when I talked about this, this leg was messed up. This leg actually was too high. It got put in wrong. So I had to open it up, and unfortunately it cracked a little bit too far, but you know, that's after heating it for a long time. It was not budging. I had to stick a screwdriver in there, and then ruined the plastic a little bit, but it's on the back. I don't really care that much about that. That's okay. But the seam was actually here already, so it's not like I created this seam and I didn't try to pry this side open. This is how it was. But you got silver paint here, white, which is, could be a little bit better. The white, that is a little messy too. The horns look okay on the Triceratops here, but the sculpt is all right. You saw some black paint on the side and some silver, which is cool. On this side, silver paint, decent sculpt, not amazing, silver paint. But you know, we know what we're dealing with here. And then you got some sculpt work there, which looks pretty cool. I would have liked this to be black as well. I think I will paint it because it will, you know, I'm trying to get some putty to put in here. This is imminently fixable. The back here it looks pretty good, and it's $15 toy, I don't really care. The back here looks pretty decently sculpted. The cannons here look decent. You know, the tail looks pretty good. The arms, the sculpt is all there, you know. And the sides here, you see that looks pretty good. The hands nice and chunky and blocky, I like that. Then you got some yellow paint here, which is decent, and this is tampoed on, I think. Oh, actually it's not. Sculpted in and painted, so red and white paint look good there, and the black is okay on both sides. Actually, it's a little kind of scuffy over there. That's what I'm saying. There's more scuffages here than, you know, paint mishaps, mostly. Paint there is fine. You know, it could be a thicker coat, sure, but I'm fine with it again. Black paint here, silver as well. You got a little bit of, no, you don't have red. It's just silver. It's just reflecting the red. And then you got some paint over here, which is okay. Silver cross looks decent enough. And then the head sculpt, you know, it's decent. It's definitely decent. Looks pretty good. There's, you know, some red there. So, yeah, there's a little bit of messiness here. A little black, yellow eyes, the silver around looks pretty good. So, I don't know. Head sculpt in total isn't the worst. But I think, as far as all of these guys go, he's got a few, you know, issues. And obviously, he had a bigger issue with the leg, you know, that I had to fix, which, you know, you fix one thing and you mess up something else. That's just the way it goes sometimes. But, you know, always good to have a Dino Megazord in the collection. And finally, the Thunder Megazord. He looks pretty decent. On the back, you just have the gold paint that continues here, which, hey, it continues, which is cool. But no paint back here, but it's a decent looking sculpt for sure. On the arms, on the back. All looks pretty good on the back of the legs. So it's all there. You see the back of his helmet here is gold. In the front, the side there looks pretty good. The head sculpt is actually very, very nicely done. I like the green jewel there. The eyes look pretty good. The gold paint looks pretty decent overall. So red and, you know, gold, and then the mouth is done in silver. I dig it. I think it's pretty nice. Then the shoulders look pretty decent. You saw the gold that went back there. That looks very good. The red here is you know, just plastic. But, you know, it's smart the way they put it in. I dig it. I'm surprised there's not more stuff like this where it's just a plastic color. The hands look pretty decent. I like them a lot, actually. I like this gold here. Gold there. That's pretty good. Then the chest. The black here is okay. There's a little spot where it's missing some black right there. But this big gold ball here looks pretty good. And the gold paint is pretty decent. It's a nice dark gold, and it's a little bit pearlescent, which is nice. This looks fantastic here. Lion head over here looks awesome with the green and the gold and the red eyes. I like that a lot. Really nice sculpt right there. I dig it. Going down here, you got blue paint and yellow paint on top of the black. Actually, I think this is plastic. This is plastic. This is not painted, as far as I can tell. Looks like a separate piece of plastic, which makes me think that this side is probably also done in blue, then painted yellow. This is obviously paint. This is plastic. But the sculpt is good, and this is what I'm saying. I'm surprised they didn't do more of this. But it looks pretty good. You know, the yellow paint could be, you know, thicker, but it works. And the legs are sculpted decently well. So, yeah, Thunder Megazord looks pretty decent. Articulation, probably the same as the rest. Head moves a little tight there. Not much outward movement here. Then you get that, and then you got the rotation there, and then the legs do a little bit of movement, and that is it. So, you know, these guys are not about the articulation, but the proportions are thick and chunky, and I like them a lot. And for size comparisons, here are the Megazords with a bunch of other figures you might have in your collection. And my final thoughts, you know what, for 15 bucks each, these are not bad. I like them. You know, it's interesting that the Ninja Con, you know, was part of this line, but why not, right? It makes sense. It looks good with the rest of them. about the same height, just maybe a tad shorter, but it's a good piece. The original one was great, and this one is good too. The rest of these guys, you know, they're pretty awesome. I gotta say, my least favorite though is the Dino Megazord, which I don't know. It's not as good as the Thunder Megazord and the Galaxy Megazord, which is my favorite. The Galaxy Megazord is just awesome looking. I just really dig that one, and I like this. I like this idea. The packaging is fun. So there you go. These are well worth it in my opinion. Again, 15 bucks each. You get a nice sized Megazord here, and that you can play with some other toys with and have some fun. They're good, they're chunky, and I like them. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. And if you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.